Seeing a lot of stuff on my comments saying that people are going into debt. How you guys are going into debt in this game blows my mind. So we're just going to show you guys a reminder on what to do if you are going to go to a lake. Looks like there's a few tournaments going on around the map today, so it's nice to see. So number one, you're going to pick your map. Okay, says what your travel cost is, as it does on the left. Go down to your license and buy your guys' advanced. If you do not buy the advanced, you guys are going to get tickets, you guys are going to get fines, you guys are going to get tons, like it says right here, okay? License rules. A fish must be released once kept, okay? So this is no license. You must keep this fish, use a keep net or stringer to use it. Violation of the rule can result 35,000 credits, guys. It's imposed immediately. You don't even get a chance. They give you $35,000, okay? That's just this map per se. So when I buy this license, what I have a tendency to do, because I don't like to spend my bait coins on licensing, obviously, and it's not like I have enough to do that right at the moment, I'm gonna buy 1 week on the lake. Okay, that ensures me for 7 days I don't have to worry. That leaves me 1 week to remake that money that I just spent on that, and now I will not get a fine or anything like that. So biggest thing, guys, make sure you're buying your guys' licensing. It's needed, guys, needed. I know none of us want to have to keep spending money, so save money and buy for longer periods, then you don't have issues. Right? Smart thinking. Tip number 2, study your fish, guys. I also have a lot of people that have been complaining to me lately, well, I can't catch the same fish you do, I can't get those kind of fish. Well, you can. It's very easy. All you have to do is research your fish. Come on the game. Okay, for instance, like you guys can see, we're on Maku. Okay, we'll go like this, and it's always better if you guys want to grind for yourself, go to a private room. Excuse me. Not friends only, not random, private. Okay. You're gonna push your start button. Options, whatever. Go to your fish species. I'm just gonna tell you what preferred baits your targeted fish like. Now, when it says preferred, it doesn't mean that these are the only baits that they're gonna bite on. They bite on multiple baits. For instance, Araprima. They tend to bite a lot more on the large minnows, but they'll even bite on cut bait. It depends on your time and your day. You know, I still have to hunt. Where is it? Is it even on this map? No. There's no tri-hairs on this map. Dang. Okay. Well, either way, like catfish. Let's go to the catfish. It says large minnows, shiners, dead fish, and the Aruku minnow. Okay, I catch these on meat chunks, cut bait, and that kind of stuff because it's a catfish. So if you know what you're fishing for, it makes it a little bit easier. So that's another thing. You guys make sure you research the fish you're going for, and don't be scared to spend more than 1 day on the lake. There's more than 1 day in the game. Okay, so you guys don't leave the lake. If you fill up your keep net, don't leave. Hit square and move to the next morning. Stay on the lake. Your goal is always to try and pull 30 days on each lake. That is always your goal. Because if you can spend a full month on the lake, that gives you 1 full month of learning and knowing where everything is. In that 1 month here, you guys are going to catch more uniques. Well, I'm not just saying just this map, I mean in general. You know, you go spend a month on St. Croix, you're gonna have $1 million. if not more. You know, it's just how you do it. So we're just gonna kind of test waters before we go to our pier. No, that's not what we're looking for. My recommendation, you guys, is always bring a float rod, a caster rod, and something you can put on the bottom with some food, like some type of meat. The reason I say this is because while you have, you know, your one sitting on the bottom trying to catch, you know, the bottom fish, your float's going to take anything on the top, and your caster rod's just going to pull everything in between to keep your mind occupied. If you guys notice you're getting a lot of nibbles and not a lot of hooks, as in the fish aren't hooking up, try changing your hook size. Your hook could be too big. Some fish prefer a smaller hook. You can still catch a big fish on a small hook. You're just more likely to wait longer on a bigger hook, but you're going to catch a bigger fish. Rule of thumb, bigger, catch bigger. Because I don't know about anybody else, I don't want to be catching no 300-pound fish on a half-ounce hook, you know what I mean? Well, we're just going to test. I like to test before my high times. It kind of just gets the water going. I do recommend, guys, though, if you're going to be fishing and you guys actually want to see a success or a turn rate, always go to high time to fish. For here, it's a lot harder. Places where you're allowed a boat, for instance, Emerald, you know, St. Croix, stuff like that, you don't need to use the boat. You're actually going to get better luck on land than you are boat, because you can have more rods out. So as you guys can see, it's going to be a little bit of a crappy fishing day. I decided to start pouring, so what we're going to do is just pop out the float rod in the back. Now I like to use my 1 through 10 odd hooks. I just find they hook the fish a little bit better than other ones do. If you're using just a bait hook, I find they don't like to actually keep the fish. Look at that, guys. We're not even, like, I can't even get my other rod out, and we're already on an Araprima. And see me, guys, I'm just doing that grind up now because we want to get up to Bolivia as quick as we can, start catching us those 200, almost 200-pound catfish, you know. Get re-prepped and re-ready for the fight in Amazon. Amazon is the only place, guys, if you're just traveling there for the first time, I have been there. Feel free to go back a little while and check out those videos on there. I will get them all crammed into a playlist so that they're a little bit easier to access for everybody. But for the Amazon, if you guys are there, please stay on your boat. For the love of God, do not land fish. You will seriously end up catching a shark off land, and you will stand there for 3+ hours of real lifetime fighting sharks, especially if you catch a big 400-pounder. This may not be the biggest of Araprimas, just because we are using the float rod. It is a little bit more hectic of a battle. I can't even lie, these dinosaur fish fight no matter what you use. Probably won't fight as hard once we start getting like our big 70-pound rods and stuff, but right now we don't have that. We just got the little guys. And guys, you can run your drag until you're in the red. Don't do it where it's flashing red. If it's flashing red, you're screwed. Turn it down as fast as you can or else you're screwed. But you can get it up to about where mine is. Yeah, it does add a little bit more strain and stress to your rods and reel, especially your line. But it will help you guys out for trying to pull your guys' fish in. Because if you guys are fishing for something big like cats, sturgeons, you know, they're gonna pull, they're gonna fight, and you want that extra little bit of help wherever you can get it. Like this might even be just like a 60-70 pound fish, right? This might not even be 70 pounds, this might be 50. Primas just like to fight. Not 64 pounds, see, it's not too bad. It's some good money. So off that 68,000, look, we're down to 65,000 now off our license. It's worth buying in bulk because then you guys are able to do more. Another tip that I should have followed on my own before coming on, always check status of your bait levels. You don't want to be traveling to a lake and have no bait. Because if you start getting into a really good high spot where you're pulling fish every few minutes, you're going to want to make sure you have the bait to replace and get back on so you can get the rest of the fish before the high time dies. And I didn't take my own shit, and I'm down to only a few fishies, but that's okay. Because I can buy my minnows here. My recommendation too, don't spend your bait coins, guys. If you don't need to spend it, don't spend it. You will unlock it in time and be able to buy it with cash. You'll just have to find a way to improvise without exactly what you're going for. Alright, we're gonna put that one back there. Okay, now that we have all this stuff out, what we're gonna do is we're gonna try and see if this is gonna work today. This does work in my other spot. I haven't got it to work over here yet, so see if we can get something successful. Araprima do like swim bait. They are a top water type fish, so what I like to do is use speed 1 and stop and go. If you guys don't know how to do that, you watch your reel and the amount of line that you pull in. Every 3 feet of line, stop and start reeling again. Right. My recommendation, if you guys are going to try with swim bait though, the duo works really well for Araprima, like very well. I recommend you guys let it hit the ground and then start your ascent. Okay, we're just going to go with the stop and go. And now I'm not saying this is just Araprima. This will catch anything pretty well that you're casting for, except for like catfish, shit like that. They don't really care for it. Obviously you want a catfish, you want something dead, you want something bloody, you want something stanky, you know. Catfish are weird fish. Okay, so we're gonna just try to cast back here too. Now it does get trickier, guys. One thing you guys want to watch for when you guys are fishing is overlapping your bait. If your bait overlaps each other, the fish gets confused and they don't actually end up striking because you're too close to one another that it'll pull 2 lines. And the game has done some weird stuff with its algorithm now where if it gets to that point, the fish will just smack your line a few times and it'll swim away. And keep wary of how long you've had, you know, your bottom rods in there. I know most times it doesn't matter. You know, you can just leave it in there all day if you want to. See, there you guys go. Our first fish with the swim bait was a trophy. Yeah, that's not a lot. It's not a big like woohoo moment, but you know what? It's a piranha. It's something on a rubber fish. Okay, so we're just gonna cast over here. Now, if you guys are on Maku, little tidbit and trick. You guys want to watch your water. If you see that there's a lot of surface activity, it means there's piranhas there, which means there's going to be an arapaima there. Piranhas seem to follow the arapaima around every map I've been to. There you can catch a prima, you can catch piranha. So, if you guys are primarily targeting piranhas, it's a good thing to do too. Watch the top of the water. You can find a piranha hole almost any single time. It'll be the first thing you find. Because them little buggers love jumping at the top of the water. Alright, so now we're just gonna give these all a little bit of movement here. We've been in for a few minutes. And go like that. Move that to about 56. As you guys can see, stuff will start to make noise as you move it around. You see? And like that, we're already on another fish, guys. Another arapaima. There we go. And that's the one thing about Maku Maku, guys. I don't want anybody to get discouraged about this lake. This lake it will take time to catch fish. It's not gonna be, you know, every single cast you're gonna pull a fish out right away. This lake, you're starting to get up to the level now where they want you to actually spend your time fishing. This no longer becomes, you know, the little arcade fish that we're used to, where you can catch 100 fish in 10 minutes, you know. This is, you're gonna catch fish at a regulated speed. Sometimes all your lines will light up. You'll just get real lucky and catch that rush of fish across your lines, and every line will light up. Always remember, if the fish you're fighting is heavy, don't give up on it. That could be the heaviest fish out of your whole bunch. So you guys, look at that, another 60-pound arapaima. Like, we just out here to fish and, you know, hope for the best. Boom, like that again. I just literally walked over, was gonna pick it up. What's this? Probably another, yeah, look at that, another arapaima. You guys see this? It just takes patience and knowing what to do. I'm using different size hooks on all my rods as well. This is the thing, is I am completely set up for catfishing and using the wrong bottom rod at the moment. So we are going to be here for a few minutes. The Cosmo Sport, guys, if you guys buy the Sport Pack, do not use the Cosmo rod. It is garbage. It is very hard to use. It's rated for like 60 pounds, but it's no good. And as you guys can see, look, we're on another prima again. The float rod. But because I have this big fish going out there, let's just see. We could probably afford to do it. I'm gonna let the tension get back on that real quick. I'm gonna snap this one up. That's not even an arapaima. It's a trophy though, so this was good, or unique. You know, it's always good. If you guys think you're quick enough to snap on 2 fish, do it. You know, don't ever hesitate. Fight it. Challenge yourself. Push yourself to do it. Because look, this could just be a normal size. This might be 100 pounds. Because this is a bigger rod than my float rod. Not by much. It really does suck. I don't even know why. Oh yeah, XP. I'd have better luck on my 33-pound rod, I think. Actually, I think that's what I'm gonna go get for XP grinding here. I'm gonna go get the little 33-pounder. And that's one big thing, guys. If you guys really are dedicated to making XP, then what you guys want to do is you guys want to use a rod that's smaller, meaning something with less weight capacity than the fish you're going for. Most arapaimas will not get smaller here than 45 pounds. 40 pounds at max, I think, is the smallest one I've caught. Now, if I bring a 33-pound rod, that just means I'm going to get more XP because I'm fighting a bigger fish with a smaller rod. Highly recommended thing if you guys can get into the hang of it. It will help you out in bigger maps tremendously. What's up? I see we have somebody who has joined us on stream. How are you today? See? Look at that, back to back. 60-pound guys, back to back, no problem. What we are going to do is swap back over to a better bottom rod for over here. Especially for prima fishing. And we're going to put this one up a little bit closer than the others. And get the float back out there because the float has been hot as hell today here. And we'll get to, you know, maybe 300-400 pounds here, and then we'll head over to the catfish and I'll show you guys some big fishies. Like, they don't get as heavy as the Era Prima here. My biggest one here is like 204 pounds. I actually think that was the first fish I caught here, was 204 pounds. But they're a real good fight. And if you can catch yourself an 80-pound trophy or unique or anything, or just trophy, they don't have uniques here. Sorry. So if you can catch yourself a good trophy, you can literally walk away with almost 10,000 XP. If you catch a trophy Prima though, you'll get 10 grand cash and like 10+ thousand XP. And that's just for here. If there's lakes you guys, you know, you're struggling with, but you want to be able to go and fish and catch some good fish at, let me know. And I have no problem racking up a little bit of money, going over and fishing lakes to show you guys what to do. Not really what to do, but more or less give you tips on how to do it. Because everybody will find their own quirk, their own little kink to their fishing. Not everybody's the same. You know, just like driving. Not every driver's the same. Everybody drive different. But if you guys are looking for good XP maps where you gonna get it really fast and not have to like be in the Amazon or anything like that, your best, if you can get to Russia and go catch beluga whales and the catfish there, real good XP depending on the stuff you're using. If you're real low level still, just starting out, you know, kind of thing, go to Emerald Lake and fish with a 8-pound rod. You go and level up real fast. You're gonna catch a lot of fish too. Yeah guys, we'll get to this spot, a few more moments, and then we'll head over to the gilded hole and go catch some big fishies, hopefully. You guys will catch a lot of these arowanas, but as you can see, like, they're not very big, and I'm still getting good XP off them. We're gonna pop that back there. We're gonna get it in the bushes, and then while we have a moment, I'm gonna go to the shop and buy some bait, because we are running low. Okay, let's get some dead Lombari fish while we're here real quick time. And I'll buy 5 more of those, because I know I'm gonna get more bait coins either way once I level up, so I'm alright. pull one of these in and put a dead Lombari on it, actually. What's that? No, that's the Aruku. Let's pull this one in and put a dead Lombari on it and see what we get. You know, it's an odd chance, but let's actually try this. Very odd chance that we're going to catch anything on this sardine, because nothing calls for sardines. Right, but because it's an exotic type of food, we might catch a very big fish. We don't know. Oh, we got Chase on over here. I can't tell what's on it though. Could be a piranha, could be an arowana. Doesn't look big enough to be a prima. Again, you can't really see down there. It's pretty shitty visibility today. There we go. Another arowana. Okay, now let's pop a Lombari on this. So I have a lot of them. I don't know why I have so many. It's a whole lot of dead fish I have. I'm gonna pop that over there. Grab the sharp caster. We'll start fishing for prima while we wait. Let's go on. What little fish we catch? Jankuda. You know, a little tired, but living, breathing, you know. Snap this little fish. Let's get this prima. Oh yeah. Cool. New games are always nice. Fucking big fish, man. Okay, Primus can stop having a conversation out there. Let's go. Can hold tension for a minute. Oh, that fish let go. Great. Hopefully rebites. You're not supposed to break new games. You're supposed to enjoy them, not break them. Alright, we're at about 300, or yeah, we're over 300 pounds. Let's head to the Catfish hole and stack up now. It says it's good for catfish, so let's see. Probably shitty catfish. Oh no, not the float rod. Completely wrong rod to use on this side. It will snap. And now we just wait. Holy shit. 3211. Yeah, guys, there's a couple little tips, tricks, and things to do to get you guys through. Hopefully you guys don't go into debt anymore. But yeah, I'll probably launch up another stream once I'm home again. Not too sure on what. This is just a short one to help some of you guys out that have been having issues, but we'll catch you guys shortly.